Are you gonna put him to sleep and eat him for dinner? Sorry friends, but we're gonna eat you soon.
Or this guy's so loud. Okay, but look, nice sized bird.
What are you guys doing back here?
All right, let's get it started.
Good work, son.
I think we're communicating pretty well right now.
Hey, Bob, say that.
Oh, you're so funny.
All right, today on Funny Guy Farm.
It's time to process these Cornish Cross meat bird chickens.
So your birds are ready to be processed. But here's all the stuff that you should do before processing day to set yourself up for success. Number one, pick a day of the week that works for your family or for friends to come help. Number two, gather materials ahead of time. Whatever you gotta order or borrow, get it to your place where you're gonna process ahead of time. So number one, heat shrink bags or the vacuum seal bags for storing your birds in the freezer. Those take a while to get, so that's one thing you gotta do ahead of time. Get your knives all ready. You need a good fillet knife and like a good killing knife. Get everything sharpened. Your kill cones, get a good setup that's gonna be easy to clean after. Either rent or get ahead of time the plucker. But getting a good plucker makes the whole thing go a lot faster. You can definitely do a couple birds by hand, but doing like 10 gets to be really tedious and messy. So getting your hands on a plucker is always a game changer in processing. The next thing is a really big pot to do your scalding. You can get one from a restaurant supply or a big box store. Big pair of tongs. Getting extra buckets for each cone helps with cleanup. Get extra folding tables. Getting extra ice chests or getting food grade tubs that you can store your birds in. And the other thing, we always forget this, is bags of ice. The ice just helps prolong your time that you have to get them into the freezer.
Got a whole bunch of chickens going into the freezer.
Whatever day you're going to process the birds, the day before, only give them water. Don't feed them. You want their system to kind of clean itself out and be as clean as possible. So when you're killing or when you're processing, you're not dealing with a lot of poop in their system. Excuse me. Shoo. Just make it so on the day of actual processing, you don't have to think about any of this stuff, that it's already thought out, it's already planned, so that when it's time to go, it's time to go. So this is all the pre-game stuff that you want to set up or order before your actual processing day.
Get to the boys.
I can't remember the exact date. Do we know how long we've had these guys now, babe? 9 weeks.
We could maybe have let them go a little longer. They're like 5-6 pounds. They could be 6-7 pounds, but this is the day that worked best for us on the farm and our family. So it's processing day.
You had to say 6-7?
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
What do you say, babe?
6-7.
Oh my God.
Okay, we got one. All right, get that one. Good job.
Good job, Finn.
Okay, ready? Good job, girls. Okay, there you go. Gentle on their heads. No,
No.
you're fine, you're fine. Everybody slow down around animals, okay?
I'm not trying to make him talk.
Buzzy, who do you have there?
I take it back.
What are you gonna do with that guy?
Eat him. But right now I'm gonna hold him.
You're gonna hold him now? Then what are you gonna do with him?
Kill them.
What? Are you gonna put him to sleep and eat him for dinner?
Come on, guys. Hold on, gentle.
Sorry. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Yeah, you can go wash your hands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, good counting. High five. All right, let's go get the rest.
Bye.
All right, last batch up from the tractors. We're putting them in this pen here, and this serves kind of as like a holding tank until we can get them in the cones. And this is just a dog fence that we had on the property. Any kind of barrier or containment area that's close by your cones will help you speed up the process.
You bring them from the chicken tractors up into the yard where you're going to process them, and then you put them into some sort of thing to stage them close by. Okay.
Because you basically kill one, grab one, kill one, grab one, so that you can keep the process moving. We're gonna dump it. Watch out! Timber! Okay, then let him walk out. So this should be 16. We have one kind of runty guy.
Never got big?
It's the guy that last time we showed you got kind of really cold and we
20.
took him into the house and gave him a spa day blow dry. I don't know if he fully recovered, so we're just gonna keep him. Maybe he'll turn into a rooster, maybe we'll eat him later.
When it comes time to process your Cornish Cross meat bird chickens, the first thing you want to do is to set up all of your equipment. I would probably get your equipment set up the night before, or at least a little earlier in the day, just because it takes a little bit to get everything set up.
Okay, so a big thing to think about when you're doing your setup for your meat processing is the flow. I try to do a circle flow. We start here with the bird. I'm gonna grab the bird, I'm gonna put it in the kill cone, it's gonna drip down. When it's ready, I'm gonna take the bird, it's gonna go in the bucket to scald. When it's done scalding, I'm gonna take it out, then I'm gonna put it in the defeatherer. When it's got all its feathers taken off, I'm gonna take it off, and I'm either gonna put it on the processing table or I'm gonna put it into the bucket with the apple cider vinegar. Then once it's cleaned and butchered, it'll go in here, it'll sit, then we'll take it out of here and we'll put it into the final batch with the ice. It's just gonna kind of chill until we can get it into its heat shrink bag. I tried to make a really circular flow so that you never have to go back and forth. All right, let's get it started. Let me grab one of these guys. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Stand back once you make the initial cut, and then you also have to keep in mind the downstairs situation because they can poop, they can let go of their feces. So that's why you don't really feed them the day before, to try and just have their system be as clean as possible. The saying, running around with like a chicken with your head cut off, kind of has a whole new meaning after slaughtering birds. These guys are ready, so they're gonna go in the pot of water to scald them. Just gonna give them a rinse to preserve our water in there. It all gets kind of gross in the end, but anything you can do to mitigate it a little bit helps. Okay, here he goes. You want this water to be at about 145 when you're scalding. Any hotter, it'll cook your bird. Any colder, the feathers won't come off. This is like a medium-sized stock pot, but anything that's kind of deep will work better than like super wide. Tongs here ready, just kind of like move them around. And basically what you're looking for is the pin feathers. They should pull out easy, and then the skin.
Yeah, get his feet down in there.
The skin should peel on his feet.
Sorry, friends, but we're gonna eat you soon. It's been nice having you around. We've been feeding you, and now you're gonna feed us. So we've been dispatching all of the chickens at once, especially this time of year. It's cool enough outside where we can just put them in the coolers and we can get all the chickens processed and ready to go. So we'll dispatch all the chickens at once, get them scalded, get all their feathers plucked out of them. And then once we're done with that stage of the process, we'll then sit down and we'll start eviscerating them.
You're a nice boy. Come here, bud. Come here, bud.
The first step is to put your chicken into the kill cone. Make 2 slits into the jugular veins on each side of its neck.
He knows what's coming. And then you want to reach up and grab his head. Come here. So while he's bleeding out, we'll do his next brother.
Once you've slit your chicken's throat, I would just let it sit there for a moment, let it fully bleed out, go into the deep sleep.
I find having a bucket with a trash bag in it already set up just right below, it really makes cleanup really easy. Like some people set up tarps and let the blood go on the tarp. I don't know, that just seems like a lot more work. So if you doubted if chickens are related to dinosaurs, here's your proof. See the scales? The skin on his feet is just peeling off, see? Just like this. That's how you know they're all done in the Scalder. You also can pull on these feathers and see if they come out really easily. They do. So he's ready to go into the defeatherer. Watch out for water splashing you on the face. Don't lick it. Blech. Especially in this process. Water's gonna go everywhere. Here we go. We ran this for about 30-40 seconds with water, and you can see all his feathers are off and the glove on his feet is off. And this shows you that basically like it's ready to take out. You don't want to do it too long because you can burst the skin and you don't want that. So now he's gonna go out of here and into that first cooler. We'll do a couple more birds and then we'll start butchering. All right, next one. All right, into the scalder for about a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, 17. Almost need a face shield. Okay, but look, nice sized bird. This is probably like a 5-pound bird here.
Yo, Rocky, what are you doing in the bathroom? Come on, let's go outside, dude.
I know, guys. The point is that we do it in a respectful way, and then we take care of the bird all the way. We don't just kill it because you want to kill something, right? We're using it for food, and we're doing it in a way that is quick so that the bird doesn't suffer. It's part of farming, it's part of eating meat. This is knowing where your food comes from and raising them up.
Don't look. Oh, man. Don't look.
What do you guys think?
You understand why we're doing it?
Yeah,
Why are we doing it?
because we want to see what the chickens are eating.
We want to do it ourselves, right? We don't want to get it from the store where we don't know
What they've been eating.
what they've been eating or if they're done in a way that is humane.
Do you guys like to eat chicken?
Yeah,
Sunnybuds, what's your favorite part of the chicken?
the meat,
The meat? Do you like wings though? Are wings your favorite?
skin.
Finn likes the skin.
Me too.
I think it's wild that you guys can talk about that while we're doing that. Somebody was like, you guys aren't going to want to eat chicken for weeks after you do this. And then it was literally like Finn was out here helping us doing it the first time. She's like, we're going to eat these guys later, right?
Yeah.
These girls are fearless. All right, so we're down to our last chicken. We basically dispatched and scalded and defeathered. And then we're going to do the butchering after we've done all that. So this is our last bird to do. We're going to clean up, reset, re-hose everything down, and then I'm going to sit down at the table and we're going to do all the birds one at a time. So this is sort of phase 1. We're going to switch to phase 2. All right, let's get this guy butchered. I like to start with the feet first. They're the easiest. So you kind of cut right where the bend is, right where the joint is. Okay. Keep those for broth. Then I deal with the head. This is the windpipe. This is the crop. I'm going to use the place where you cut, where you dispatch the chicken, same spot. We're going to pull the windpipe and the crop so that we'll be able to pull it out this way with all the entrails because it's all connected, the digestive system of the chicken. Basically stick my finger in and sweep. So you kind of hook it. It can be kind of a tedious thing, sweeping the crop, but the more disconnected you get it up here, the easier it will be to pull it out later. I'm gonna sweep around the back. So on a Cornish Cross, if you ever see this like big bulge, that's their crop. And basically when they eat the food, the grass, it goes into their, right here you can see, into their crop and down in here into a little pocket where it digests it again. Chicken don't have teeth, right? So they need a way to digest their food. So you can kind of see like this one still has a little bit of grass in it. That's also the reason why you don't feed them 24 hours before you go to process, because this will be much dirtier. We've disconnected the crop up here. Now we're gonna take the tail off, and you wanna be careful. This is the little poop chute. You don't wanna cut the poop chute because all the organs are connected to this hole, and we're gonna pull everything out and then we're gonna cut that off at the end. So we're gonna kind of like pull this forward, this extra skin. We're gonna kind of just pierce a little hole. Then we're gonna use our fingers like this. So I'm gonna do it backwards for you guys. Let's see how this goes. So I'm gonna kind of open it with my fingers, stick my fingers in. This part right here, we're gonna be really careful because right in here is the small intestine, the kidneys, all the stuff. So we need to make a little incision, little hole. So I'm just gonna poke. Notice how I kind of had my blade the other way. And that's just to make sure that I don't pierce any of the organs. Okay, so then we're gonna do the same thing open it up. See how close it is right there? So that's why you kind of want to be really careful when you're opening it up, because if you break any of these sacs, then you're going to have poop inside your chicken, and you don't want that. Obviously, sometimes it happens. If that happens, just right away go grab the hose it out, wash your whole surface, keep going. So now I'm going to stick my hand in. I'm going to kind of make this motion. I'm just disconnecting all the connective tissue inside. So I'm kind of going like this with my finger, sweeping. Makes some really fun noises at this point. So now everything should be kind of loose. I'm just going to kind of like gently pull out what can come out. Kind of grab on everything together and just gently kind of pull it out. So you can see here, I'm gonna pull and then these are gonna go inside. See how they're starting to go? See? Mm-hmm. All right, so this is the crop pulled through the bottom, all together, all intact. This is the heart. Everything comes out, all still connected and together. The lungs are a bit difficult to get out. They kind of shred. If you see something in here that's like, looks like a little cannelloni bean, that's the testicles. So now we're gonna cut to get this all out with the poop chute hole. We're gonna cut down and around it, okay? And we're gonna be really careful not to cut this. So I'm gonna come in, move things to the side if it's in my way, cut down. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, at this point I like to kind of put it on its side here and get everything out of the way. So here's the poop chute, here's the tail feather. So we're gonna come right underneath the tail feather. There, see? Everything out together, still connected, okay? And then into your waste basket. And then you should have a pretty clean chicken in here. Then I take the neck off, which we also can use for broth. So I try to leave as much skin, you know, people love the skin. So try to find in between the vertebrae. You can kind of cut around, you can kind of break it, and then you can see where exactly it is. So you just cut right in between the joint. And it's gonna go into our big basin over here, and it's gonna sit and rest. Eventually it'll go into a heat shrink bag. At this point, give yourself a pat on the back. You did it! No poop in your chicken. Did good.
Okay, how many chickens did you do today?
16 or 17. I'm butchering. I'm probably on my 10th bird now. You can see it was daytime when we started, and now it's nighttime. So definitely takes a long time. Definitely a process. This is our bowl of the feet and the necks that you can keep for broth. Did you know that turkeys have little tails?
Turkeys?
I mean, sorry, chickens have cute little tails, but you just cut it off. So many people, when they get them in the grocery store, they don't know, you know, that there's a foot attached here and a tail attached here. See? Tail. And that's it. Into the water you go.
Okay, so we got all of the meat birds dispatched and processed. Katie just marathoned through all of them and got them all nice and cleaned and ready to get put in the bags and into the freezer. Katie's getting our vacuum sealing machine together right now. Normally we've been using heat shrink bags, and we put a straw inside the bag and then you dip it in water and it shrinks and all the air escapes through the straw. We've used that method a lot, but we ran out of those bags last night, and we were supposed to have more that were supposed to arrive in the mail today, and they didn't. So we're gonna try our vacuum sealer instead.
We just want to see if this is maybe more efficient for us. So we're gonna give this a try on this batch. I'm just making the bag, so I'm sealing one side, then we'll put the birds in, and then we'll vacuum it. I think this is actually cheaper because this whole thing was $8. I think I got about 10 bags out of this. So it might be cheaper than doing the heat shrink bags.
Interesting. We'll see how this goes, but I don't feel so confident in the seal I get on those other bags.
The heat shrink bags can be tricky because if you don't get them in the right way, it doesn't like seal them enough, and then there can be some liquid in there. And so we just wanted to try this out and see if this is a little easier or a little more efficient.
How's it going?
It's going all right. I think we are happy we tried this out, but I think the heat shrink ones are a little more efficient. I mean, it's definitely nice. I mean, it gets it tight and it sucks a lot of the air out.
Okay, the verdict is in. We much prefer the heat shrink bags over the vacuum sealer machine. When the vacuum sealer works and gets a really good seal on the bag with the chicken in it, and it's able to suck out, Katie's doing one right now.
It's awesome when it gets a good seal, but it's hard to get it to sit in the bag right to get the best seal. Whereas the heat shrink bags, it just goes in the bag and you dip it in the water and you're done.
The heat shrink bags that you put into the pot of water, it's way quicker, it's way more efficient.
Pretty good, but
it could be better.
It could be better. See, it didn't even seal.
Got a whole bunch of chickens going into the freezer.
Cleaning up with a shovel and a hose. Feathers everywhere. It's been a couple days now since we butchered our birds. We're just kind of cleaning up. We're definitely going to do it again in maybe 2 to 3 months. The only hiccup we kind of encountered was the bags. We ran out of the heat shrink bags, so we did a combination of that and the vacuum seal bags. And the vacuum seal bags were pretty hard. So next time we'll definitely have all our materials on hand. Thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't seen part 1 and 2 of the Meat Birds experience, please check it out. We'll put a link below. See you on the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon.
You excited to eat them? How many chickens is this, Finn?
6, 7.
How many?
6,